recorded before a live audience on the University of Detroit Mercy McNichols campus. This is Ask the Professor. We're celebrating Detroit Mercy's 2022 homecoming. Now here's your host, Matt Mile, with the second half of a special edition of the show, recorded on Homecoming Saturday, October 1st.
Right into it there. That's wild. That is wild.
Congratulations.
In what year did Americans not care about watching television anymore? That had to be fairly recently. What is the capital of Prince Edward Island?
Oh
my gosh.
If
Come on,
you know
Anna
it, you can just say it.
Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah,
My
right.
wife
We should
knows
know
it.
that.
It's
Charlottetown.
Charlottetown.
Nice.
And Shirley.
Or Charlatan
Yes.
if you say it really fast. I'm just being funny. What year did Wheel of Fortune debut on NBC? I saw in the news the other day. Pat Sajak says 2024. That's going to be it for him.
Oh.
He's going to go to being full-time chair of the board of Hillsdale College in Michigan because that's his side hustle. If you didn't know that, now you do.
No.
Yes.
Really? Yeah,
and he
no.
has been for many decades. Just putting it out there.
Really?
Yes.
No idea.
Yeah, between vowels.
Meanwhile, in what year did Wheel of Fortune debut?
I want to say, I guess, 81?
No.
It was earlier.
Chuck
It was
Woolery
earlier.
did it,
70, yeah,
remember?
Chuck Woolery.
Yeah, Chuck Woolery.
Woolery.
We got 77 from Aaron over here, which is really close.
Sold.
It's
78.
even earlier than that.
75.
75.
75, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Staple of my childhood.
I'm almost as old as Wheel of Fortune. That's wild. That is wild.
Look at all these fabulous prizes.
That's when you had to buy all the gifts at the end of the show,
Right,
wasn't
the
it?
Yeah.
Shoppers Showcase.
Put
Yes.
the rest on account.
Or that porcelain poodle or whatever that thing, you'd always have like $20 left
Yeah.
over.
I'm not exactly sure how to give you a good clue about this one, but maybe it's popular knowledge who Drew Barrymore's godfather is.
Well, she's from the famous acting dynasty.
Absolutely.
So it's someone.
It's someone in Hollywood. That's a
Right.
start.
Oh my God.
Are they
great.
still
I feel like I would
alive?
know this.
Are they still alive?
They're still
Come on,
alive,
Aaron,
and
work
they
it
were
out, work
very,
it out.
Very famous.
Who do they look like?
Who do they look like?
Mid-century and up to modern times director.
Director. Okay.
Director. Oh. Well, like not like a John Huston.
No, it's going to be the next generation. I could start saying films,
Francis
but the
Ford
moment that I
Coppola?
said a film, you'll know who it is. Yeah.
Martin Scorsese?
No, getting closer.
Ang Lee?
I mean, very popular films, as in like pop culturally popular.
Steven
films.
Spielberg.
Spielberg, yeah.
Oh, wow.
No kidding.
Fancy for her.
Nice.
Yeah.
That means my clues worked. I don't know if that's popular knowledge or not, but here we are.
It is now.
Who are the two governors in the history of the United States who have stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Schwarzenegger?
Oh,
Schwarzenegger,
Ronald Reagan.
and Reagan. Yeah, for the same state even. What do you
Can't
know?
even process.
You telling me that Rick Snyder doesn't have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Well, he does.
John Egler? What am I saying?
He does, but people walk on it with different shoes. That's
Yeah,
all.
exactly. Okay. I don't know how exactly things like this would be measured, but who was the first member of the clergy to have an action figure made in their likeness?
Yeah.
Got
John.
a sweet,
No.
like,
Pope John Paul.
Does
ninja
that
pope
be
or
real?
something.
Can it be fiction?
So this was a fictional
Oh,
character.
Father McCoy.
Fiction.
Yeah.
Who? Wait,
Dan
who?
gets it immediately. Father Mulcahy from MASH.
Oh, from that.
Oh.
They have MASH action
MASH
figures?
That's
action
great.
figures.
The better question is, do they actually have MASH action figures?
Yeah.
They do.
Apparently they do.
Can you imagine
They
the
do.
blister pack around Jamie Farr? Oh, I'm sorry. The nose.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And then would Corporal Klinger be wearing a dress or not?
He comes with both.
Like,
Oh, okay.
You could change.
Interchangeable.
multiple outfits.
Was Father Mulcahy like on the entire run of the show, or is he
No.
one of the?
No.
No,
Okay.
no, he was in the movie.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
No, but that was Renee.
Auberginois.
Yeah.
There you go.
Random.
Thank you, Aaron. Yes.
The one thing I knew.
There you
Because he was
go.
Odo in Deep Space Nine. That's the only reason.
All right.
And there was a different actor playing him to begin with.
Got it. Got it.
I don't know why I know this, but
Gotcha.
no, I don't know why I know this. Because my mother had a huge crush on Alan Alda.
Yeah.
You can love MASH.
Mine
That's
too.
great.
I know, right? So, we should have an entire MASH set of
Oh,
questions.
great.
You know it's coming once you wish for it.
Virginia question.
Yep. Once you wish for it.
I'm still waiting for ocean liner questions.
I actually have those on reserve. They are ready for you.
Oh,
When-
great.
Jim's
The
face
next,
is lit up like
The
a
next set of
set
shows,
of
Jim. It's coming.
proverbial-
It's coming. I feel like we've had this one before, but maybe, I don't know. See if you can guess how many times cats, as in domesticated cats, are mentioned in the Bible.
Oh
That's
my
in the
goodness.
Bible.
What?
Gotta be a solid 50.
50
yeah, that's
times?
what I would
Okay.
say.
Oh, yeah, 50 over here, too. I kind of want to get like a little bit of a bidding
You're gonna do
battle.
like an auctioneer here?
I mean, I believe we know that there are mentions of things like lions and tigers and
Do
things
those
like that.
count? Oh, domestic
But domesticated cats,
So I'm gonna go with 0.
are mentioned 0 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
How could they?
Yes.
That's why no one reads it.
How gauche. How gauche.
0 or 50.
We know dogs are mentioned fairly frequently.
Yes. Yes, they are. What 2 letters of American Sign Language, ASL, need gestures to be able to make them? You need to move your hand.
J.
J.
And Z?
X.
Z is the other one.
I'm sorry, Z. Oh,
Z.
So British.
We've infiltrated your mind.
Smart.
J and Z. You're going to have to go to the internet and look up. Somebody asked on the one Reddit that I follow if it's possible to make a pun using ASL. And there's like 15,000 comments after this. ASL is full of puns. I cannot do a single one of them because I don't know ASL, but it is awesome. You're going to have to check it out on the internet. Very, very cool. We all know Kurt Vonnegut Jr. was a famous novelist, but what did Kurt Vonnegut Sr. do for a living?
Gave birth to him. Raised him.
Raised him. I'm going to give partial credit, but you're going to need to be more specific.
Oh.
It's a profession.
What, you mean raising Kurt Vonnegut isn't?
Carpentry.
And I don't know.
Scientist.
Is it an unusual profession?
He was a professor.
So he could have, he did not go to Detroit Mercy, but he could have majored in one of our distinctive majors at this university.
A lawyer?
Distinctive.
He
Architecture?
was not in. He was in architecture. He actually
Ooh.
went to
Dan.
architecture, and he is known as a leading Art Deco architect in the
Really?
city of Indianapolis.
Nice.
That's what it says here.
Very interesting.
We take Art Deco very seriously in Detroit. So.
We do.
Who is quoted as saying, "I'm fond of pigs. Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as true equals."
Does it have a connection to Charlotte's Web?
It does not have a connection to Charlotte's Web.
Cat.
Animal Farm?
I mean,
Orwell?
yeah, this is actually a real
Orwell?
person who said this.
Oh,
apparently.
really?
Yeah,
Orwell?
a political figure.
Oh.
Political
not
figure.
Orwell.
It feels when I say who it is that this person could have said something like this.
What was
yes.
what did this person
Winston
say about
Churchill.
cats?
Yeah, it
again?
was Churchill. Yes,
Oh.
I'm fond of
Churchill.
pigs. Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as true equals. It's a little Churchillism there. Yep. No Churchill fans.
I wonder what the
huh?
criteria was for equals.
Did you say
Yeah,
eating?
weight. Oh, oops.
Eating slop.
Facial features.
Oh, God. Jowls.
Oh man, I don't even know where to start. What celebrity, if you anagram their first and last name,
Oh, anagram.
it comes across as narwhal elitism?
Wait, what?
What celebrity, when you take their first and last name, has the anagram narwhal elitism?
More.
a lot of letters.
nice.
Hold on. I got to write this out.
Got to think about it.
Narwhal is
Is
narwhal
it
the
William
first name?
something?
It is William something.
William.
I'm looking at Dan.
Hold on,
because
write it down,
he would be
trying to
just
figure it
the
out.
person to get this correct.
Yeah. Dan, here, take a look. I wrote it down.
I don't know.
You said William. Right? Hang on. We're getting
You all
there.
can get this. This is
Narwhal.
So what?
So cross out the letters that say William.
W.
They're trying to figure it out on paper.
L-I-A-M.
There's an S
Oh, oops, I
in
forgot
it?
the I.
There is an
Because you
S.
said elitism.
Actually, the last name begins with S.
Shatner.
William.
William Shatner.
William Shatner.
It's like
I like that.
I wonder if William Shatner
no,
practices
no, it's
narwhal
right here.
elitism. I don't know.
Sorry, my crossing out didn't help much. So.
I should have taken your advice, and because you looked at me, I should have thought, what Williams should I know? Instead, I.
What Williams do you know who went to space at age 9?
Not many.
That's true.
Here's the
He did,
list
didn't he?
down.
Yes, he did.
In what city did the musical group Berlin form in?
What?
It's not Berlin.
It's not Berlin.
Yeah, weren't they like the
Chicago?
West Coast?
No, it wasn't. But it was West Coast. Yeah.
Oh,
San Francisco.
L.A.
It was L.A. Yeah, it was Los Angeles. That's a good question. That's the old switcheroo. You know, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You would
Did Chicago form in Chicago?
would
Did
dare
Boston
one of us
form
to
in
say
Boston?
Berlin.
Or-
Yeah, I was just, I believe that's the way the question was written. Oh my! Only one bird has nostrils at the very end of its beak. All the rest of them have it up closer to the face or the head, I suppose.
Ostrich?
What bird?
ostrich,
No, it doesn't say ostrich.
Pelican.
emu.
Store.
It's a very small bird. Very
Okay.
small bird.
Oh, hummingbird.
Hummingbird. Yeah.
No, that wouldn't make sense. Because they have to,
They got that long.
yeah.
You know?
Woodpecker.
Nope. I believe this. The last time I checked, this bird was flightless.
Oh, dodo.
A small flightless bird.
A flightless.
Small flies bird.
Not ostrich.
Those are pretty big.
It's a nickname for people who come from a
Kiwi.
certain country.
Kiwis.
Yes,
Okay,
kiwis.
gotcha,
Nice.
Kiwis actually have
Didn't.
their nostrils close to the end of their beak. Nice job, professors. I'm giving
Wow.
full credit for every question, even the ones we got wrong.
That's your liberality.
That's my liberality being added in. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Oh, we've got so many other questions. This is going to be great.
Are we finally doing that 24-hour marathon?
We're getting
That's
there.
where
Let me
it's
tell
at.
you. I think
Bring on
we
the
have
wine.
room for one more set of questions, and I think we're going to do great with it. Dear profs, below are 20 questions on a topic I've noticed the professors seem to discuss on a regular basis.
Food again?
Restaurants.
Restaurant.
Close.
Seems universal. The professors regale in that topic with such glee. I hope the questions will keep that spirit going. Sincerely, our good friend from Norwalk, Iowa, Rachel Ralston. Thanks for sending these questions, Rachel.
No Biscuitville questions, are there, Jim?
Here comes the total Biscuitville question
It's only
set.
2 states.
What city was the birthplace of Olga's Kitchen?
Here, right?
Here.
Yeah, that's right.
Here?
Up
Dearborn?
Leslie knows. Birmingham, Michigan.
Birmingham.
Oh, in Olga's
Really?
That's right.
Wow.
Hey, is there a secret
Olga's got a
recipe?
story.
Olga's behind the
Olga's got a
scenes.
story.
Behind the scenes at Olga.
Man,
I love Olga.
the inside dirt.
What 3 companies merged to form what's called now Panera Brands?
Panera.
Panera Bread.
Starbucks.
Nope. However, there is a coffee company in
Big
the mix.
Bees? Big Bees?
Not Big Bees.
Coffee
Pete's?
Beanery?
It's a coffee company named after a reindeer.
Caribou.
Caribou.
Oh, that's nice for them.
And
I thought they went out of business.
a breakfast food company. Only open really early, pretty much.
Only open really
That doesn't
early.
help. Wow.
Breakfast food.
What? It's on Woodward, just north of
Like Einstein?
Oh,
Einstein.
Einstein.
Bagels. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm gonna go with the owl.
Nice. So you take a left at the Dairy Queen.
Yeah, pretty
Trying to
much.
get people there. Oh my gosh. Servers at Buffalo Wild Wings all wear the number 82. What does that stand for?
Sauces?
The year that was
The year was
formed.
founded. Yeah, 1982. That's right.
I like my answer better.
Yeah, there's that
Number
many.
of sauces.
That's a lot of
I've never
Although
been
you
there
got to be
before.
close with that number. There's a lot of sauces.
There are.
There's a great number of sauces. All right.
I was gonna say, how many calories per wing?
I'm not sure we're going to be able to grab this one. They're still around, but they don't have a full penetration in the state of Michigan. What gourmet burger chain started out with the name Sam's Tavern? They are not known by that at all.
It's not Red Robin.
It's Red Robin.
Oh.
Wow. Nice.
I thought you
Never
said
would've got
gourmet.
Yeah, don't classify Red Robin
What
as
chain
gourmet.
that has 5-foot tall onion rings?
There's one by Oakland Mall.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, off of
I've
John
been there
R.
many times.
Yeah.
with my kids.
So apparently, boy, this is taking me back.
Uh-oh.
As a child of the 70s and the 80s, there is only one Arthur Treacher's left in the United States.
No.
Arthur Treacher's
Treacher's
Fish and
Seafood
Chips. Where is it?
Seafood restaurant.
Where are the hush puppies?
Wow.
Where do you get your hush puppy fix?
Somewhere in Texas.
Alabama,
No, it's Midwestern.
Midwestern.
Chicago.
St. Louis.
Indiana.
Ohio.
Ohio.
Illinois. Ohio is partial credit. It's
Akron?
right outside of Cleveland and Cuyahoga Falls. Yes. Arthur
I don't know that.
Treacher's. How do you like that?
There used to be one at the end of the street by my high school.
Oh, that's sad.
I miss that
Gone
place.
forever. Except for in
Advertised on
Cuyahoga
TV a
Falls.
lot.
Yeah.
I got a great story to tell about this one. You probably already know the answer. What burger chain has a Baconator on its menu?
Is that
Oh,
Wendy's?
It's Wendy's.
Yeah.
These.
I had a research student working for me one summer, and his brother called him on the phone in the middle of our lab work, and he went over to the side, and it just looked like the grimmest news, like mom was just hit by a bus or something like that. And he goes, Prof. Mayo, I have to leave early today. They have a new sandwich at Wendy's called the Baconator.
They've gone into the heart attack production.
I
business.
must.
My brother is buying me one. I'm like, okay, all right, that's great.
That's a valid excuse to leave early, right?
I mean, you knew they were
Yeah.
telling the
That's
truth
what we're
at
gonna
least
use to
about
get-
that.
Oh, no,
it
they
was
were
not
out
an
of class
excuse.
early.
They were telling the truth.
That was
For absolute sure. Absolute sure. Which state has the most Dairy Queens? Think landmass, you know.
California.
California.
No.
Oh,
Texas.
Texas.
I was gonna say it's not Alaska.
Hot.
Yep.
They don't need
It's
that up
definitely
there.
Texas.
Think land mass.
And they need
my
cooling
gosh.
off.
Not other kinds of mass.
That's awesome. It was a big to-do in 2005 when Paris Hilton starred in a Super Bowl commercial for this fast food chain.
Hot and now.
Wasn't hot
No,
now. but
Arby's?
it was
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr.
Yes.
That's the kind of, that's what I bring to the table.
Yep.
Not steak and shake.
Good old
Nope,
Paris
nope.
Hilton.
I'm
Not
just,
steak and
I'm
shake.
just
Well,
throwing
we
it
call
out.
it
Steak and
Hardee's
shake is
around
too
here.
classy for that.
That's right.
She was slithering on a car or something.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was in Ontario last weekend. They have they still have Harvey's there.
Harvey's, yeah.
Harvey's.
Yeah.
Is that the same as Hardee's?
No.
No, Hardee's
Here?
is
Different.
something else.
Yes.
Okay.
We've got one or two around here, I think.
We still do.
Mostly
We
down
used to.
south.
We used to. Yep.
Oh, they still do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But Carl's Jr. is the same company out west.
Gotcha.
John R. 9 Mile.
The first mascot for this fast food franchise was called Speedy. Speeddee.
Oh, Hardee's.
Wasn't Hardee's.
Speedy,
Speedy.
Oh, we got a hand up in the audience.
Is it pizza?
Yes?
McDonald's.
McDonald's,
Yes.
Yeah.
Long before Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, that's right.
Poor Ronald.
You see him every once in a while.
Yeah, the one by the airport.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Because everything is supposed to be fast.
It looks like Alka-Seltzer.
I
Is
never
that like
knew.
in the day of the founder era? The
Long way of the founder. Oh no, founder era. Yeah, like Michael Keaton
Yes.
era. Exactly. The largest by total number of restaurants, Asian-themed restaurant chain in the United States is what?
Hand Express.
Hand Express, right off the top. Yes.
Not my
Pretty
house.
good.
Hand Express.
Yeah, not me.
Not at your house.
Not my house.
When you're a graduate student, you don't have much money, and it's close by where you
Hunting
work.
and foraging worked fine for my days.
Fairly recently, Domino's, which of course has a great connection to the great city of Detroit, opened their 1,000th store in what West Coast city?
Huh?
Seattle.
San Francisco.
Not Seattle.
Here we
but
go, get up the
close to
coastline.
Seattle.
Portland.
Tacoma?
Bellevue. Olympia.
Port Angeles.
Is it U.S.?
Vancouver.
It says Vancouver, Washington.
Oh,
Is what it says. Their
right.
1,000th pizza store.
Right up at the border.
I give Domino's major props. These ads since before the pandemic have been like, we know we used to suck. We're trying to do better. Like, at least you're being
Used to.
honest. Yeah. Richard Woodruff was the model and inspiration for this restaurant's iconic logo. What restaurant is it? I can solve this in 5 seconds by looking at Dave and saying, sooner or later, they're going to knock down Pasquale's and put in a brand new
Big Boy.
Big Boy.
Big Boy.
Absolutely.
There's a model for that?
He is I've
What,
seen
short,
the pictures.
short,
He's
rotund, and
Very
wears
rotund.
checkerboard?
Legacy.
chubby little boy, and yeah, you know,
Oh, it's a boy?
it's a big boy.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
makes
he's
sense.
a little boy, but
A
it's
chubby
big
boy.
Just a chubby boy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind him being somewhat cherubby, but I always worried about that outfit. That's all. That the big checkerboard.
The overalls.
Yeah.
The overalls.
Just an unquenchable target for fraternities. The big boy statues.
What restaurant chain is traded on the NYSE as CMG? That's a good one.
CMG.
CMG. Think of the C more than the MG.
Restaurant chain.
Culver's.
C? Starts with the C, yep. So we've got them around here. Just takes a little bit of thinking. You'll figure it out.
Starts with a C. Hang on, I'm going up Main Street in Royal Oak. I don't see anything.
This is a fast food chain?
You know, I would call it fast food, but not like McDonald's style fast food. It's more like you walk up, you put in your order, they give you your stuff.
Oh.
It's Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Chipotle Mexican Grill is their full name.
okay.
Yes.
yeah.
Woodward, you know?
Yep. I was trying to give the
Driving up.
directions.
I should have gone up Washington.
Yeah.
You know,
You didn't know.
professors, you tore those questions up. We did the best on the food in the restaurant. So
Really?
let's
That
be
makes sense.
serious.
We're qualified.
Yep, we're absolutely qualified. And that means it's time for me to flip the script, literally, and go to the list of Professor Imponderables from the Burroughs family.
Yes.
We're ready to wrap up here, but first, you all have to respond to this question. What is your favorite cartoon character?
Ooh.
I'm just going to come out and say, at some level, I feel like I have to say Scooby-Doo. It was, put together. By the way, Scooby-Doo started in 1968. I'd just
Wow.
like to point that out. And my kids love it, but I grew up with it. It's all about spooky stuff, so.
I have to say Roadrunner.
Roadrunner.
Yeah.
That's good.
Wile E.
That's good.
Coyote.
Oh, you
Wile E.
two
Coyote,
together.
so
Oh,
you two have to
great.
battle it out. Yeah, exactly.
Hong Kong Fooey.
Hong Kong Fooey.
Scatman
It's
Crow.
I'm just throwing it
It's
out
a
there.
Hanna-Barbera
I'm
just
a-thon
throwing
here.
I gotta do Bugs Bunny for sure.
Bugs Bunny? He's sassy. Bugs Bunny's good.
Boy, I'm
Except for in
torn.
the LeBron movie.
I'm a Squidward. SpongeBob,
Yeah,
Squidward.
of course.
Squidward.
Absolutely. They just had that
Grumpy old man.
on one of my internet game shows the other day. Squidward only has 6 tentacles.
Yeah.
So he can't be either an octopus or a squid, which is
Yeah.
kind of funny.
He's in that liminal space.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why it appeals.
Who are we missing here? Mara, I don't think I heard you say anything yet.
Yeah.
She looks kind of horrified.
I don't know. I don't have a favorite cartoon character.
Really? Really? Your generation, too. I mean, this is like, cartoons were full on.
Every generation, but I'm like,
I guess the brain.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, that's good.
Just like a maniacal, tiny little mouse.
That's good.
see, I'm torn between like Rocky and Bullwinkle, that Crew J. Ward era.
Yeah.
Then there's also the, I don't know, could you count the Reagan Bass? That's not a cartoon. That's
Also like Wimpy on Popeye, because he was always eating a hamburger. and
Yeah.
a
True.
nickel.
Yeah.
And Pay You Tuesday. Oh,
Just a nickel.
What was
a
the
nickel
name?
hamburger.
Yes.
What was the name of the dog? The dog and his human on Rocky and Bullwinkle. There
Oh,
was the
Peabody
dog-
and Sherman.
Peabody and Sherman.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cute.
Quiet to you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Boris. Remember that question years ago? It was Boris Badenoff's aliases. Claude Badley, the Lion Tamer. There's was it Skunk Who Walks Like Man, or some of those other
Claude Badley.
Claude Badley, the Lion Tamer.
Oh my gosh. Aaron, did we get one from you?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
Squidward.
Oh,
I'm
you're
the
Squidward. I'm sorry,
angsty
that's
sea creature.
All right, no, that's good.
You were the
good.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I had to watch
SpongeBob
so
one.
much SpongeBob. My 4 kids are somewhere around here, and I've
Yep.
You
exhausted the
traumatized them,
SpongeBob.
didn't you?
One
Catalog.
of my great nieces was a big SpongeBob fan, but she couldn't say it. She was doing Bob Bob.
Aw.
Very, very
Still.
cute. Very, very cute. Well, you know what, professors? I'm afraid that's all the time we have for today. So the time has come for us to say goodbye. Dan,
Goodbye.
Dave,
See ya.
Mara,
See you later.
Aaron,
Bye, all.
Steven,
Goodbye.
Heather,
Bye.
and Jim.
Good day, all.
And now these words from University of Detroit Mercy.
You can email Ask the Professor at atp@udmercy.edu or visit the Ask the Professor Facebook page. This week's edition of Ask the Professor was recorded at Homecoming 2022 on the University of Detroit Mercy's McNichols campus. Our video production engineer is Brian Masonville. Our executive producer is Professor Jason Roach. And I'm Michael Jason, inviting you back next week for another edition of Ask the Professor.